of Quirky Books TV. This is the place to be for life hacks to live your best life, be your best self and live your purpose. And if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy. I'm the owner of Quirky Books, which is my own publishing company, and if you want to check out some of my books, please do so on my quirkybooks.net website. I'm also the founder and person who blogs for over 8 years on quirkybooks.wordpress.com, so do check out that blog if you want inspiration, advice on writing, quirky life, and lots of hints, tips and motivation. And also check out beatredundancyblues.wordpress.com, which is my inspirational and motivational blog for getting stuff done. And this is what this video is about. What is the #1 most powerful word to use to increase your productivity and get shit done? Now, you know I don't like swearing too much. It's not my favourite thing to do, but I couldn't find a more powerful word right in that sentence that was describing exactly getting to the crux of the matter. So what is this #1 word you need to increase productivity and get shit done? It is in fact the word no. Yes, you heard me right. So as someone who's an entrepreneur, myself, someone who likes to take the world by the balls, as it were, and run with positivity, taking action and leaping forward, it's really essential that I don't get tied up into other people's stuff. So as if you're working through your own life journey now, you're into personal and professional development, which I'm guessing you are, which is why you're watching this life hacks video on this new format type of channel, compared to my older videos, then I know that you'll be looking to develop yourself and grow yourself, and one of the worst things you can do is get tied up in other people's stuff, and they want you more and more involved in their life, but it's in a way that's not to your advantage. It's a way that sucks your time, drains the life out of you, and indeed stops you from getting where you want to be in your own life. So in order to do this, in order to not live by other people's agendas, but in actual fact live by your own agenda and get stuff done, be the most productive person possible, you need to learn to use the word no. Sorry, as you can hear, my window's wide open today, letting in the beautiful fresh air, and I've got a few sirens going in the back, so I do apologise for that, but this is a live stream. And so, so the #1 word is no. You have to learn to say no. Like, you think that when you're starting your entrepreneurial journey, for example, that, you know, the whole world is got all these opportunities, there's all these shiny gold coins everywhere, there's all these bells and whistles, there's everything day in, day out. If you sign up to loads of mailing lists, oh gosh, I must be on between 30 and 50 different mailing lists, right? I use one email address predominantly for all of them, and I have one specific email that all this stuff goes to, and I might use only a fraction of it. And nowadays I've stopped reading and watching and looking at all these emails and going on every single webinar, because obviously they ultimately want to sell you their program and stuff. Yes, they might want to provide you some value, but they also want to sell you their stuff. Now that is fine if it's something that's going to increase your productivity, it's going to help you in your business, in your life, in your self-development, personal development, if it's genuinely going to help you, and if at the end of it you're thinking about investing in yourself and then their program and stuff like that. But there comes to a time in your life, in your business or personal or professional life, where you've got to put into action what you're actually taught. Because if you're not putting anything to action, you're just living a very reactive life, and you're constantly consuming other people's stuff, and you never get, anything done of your own. And, you know, that's what I used to find myself doing. I was like, you know, like even now, sometimes I've got this sounds like such a good webinar syndrome that I'm going to click on it and sign up. But a lot of the time I don't bother watching those webinars because I've got my own calendar. I've got my own huge diary that's got stuff in it constantly. I've got all planners everywhere. And it's like if I don't stick to my own stuff that I'm supposed to be doing for that day, I just keep getting left behind. And whilst a webinar might sound great, you know, a lot of them will rerun. And if they don't, then that's an opportunity that I didn't take, but it's an opportunity that's not right for me at the moment. Something better will come along. Like when you have an abundance mindset, you've got to think another opportunity will come along. Yes, of course, if something's intuitively saying, get me, and you know it's something you need in your business or life or personal professional development right at this moment, then yeah, of course you should think about going for it and watching it and doing it, you know? But it's something that doesn't fit in quite now to your current life, you know? If you stop what you're doing and then go off on that tangent, getting back into your own stuff can take ages again. I know, because I've been doing this for a long time. So the most powerful word you can learn to say is no, you know? People will message you. Can you tell me this? No, maybe it's not no forever, but it's like, I'm doing this right now, you know, I'm working right now. You know, I'll talk to you later, I'll talk to you another time. If someone's asking you, can you do this for me? If it's something that's going to benefit you or your business, yes. If it's something that, you know, might pay off years later, with a business relationship you form, then yes. But if it's something that really isn't anything to do with what you're doing right now, it's not going to lead to an immediate success, or you can't see anything beneficial really directly benefiting you rather than giving money to the company right here and now or in the future, then don't do it. Just learn to say no. You know, I say no to people. There's so many opportunities that come my way, you know, like people saying, oh, I want to be I'm looking for partnerships, people saying this, that and the other, you know, and a lot of the time it's really to get you to buy their stuff. And I have a lot of entrepreneur friends on Facebook, and I have a lot of people connecting with me, talking about what they do as a new friend, and then saying, oh, and you know, so what are you working on at the moment in your business? And the last message I sent me a reply to is, I'm too busy working on it right now to answer you, you know, because all they want you to do is say what you're doing now in your business so that they can pitch to you how they can help you. But if you're actually doing the business yourself, you don't need to be pitched to how to do it, because you're already doing it. And a lot of the time these solutions are for people that aren't at the stage you're at, that don't know what they're doing, that might need help, you know. But if you know what you're doing, learn to say no to people, you know. Learn to say, I really appreciate your kind offer, but it's not for me. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. I'll take that right now, but I can't do this bit right now because it's not a priority for me. You know, you need to focus on your own self, your own life, and your own goals, ambitions, and dreams. Otherwise, you'll just go along life every single year. It'll just be the same thing. I attended this webinar. I looked at this guy's program, you know, because you're not going to be able to afford every single program you come across, right? If you've got a pot of money that's £10,000 and you're watching webinars that throughout the year that equate to like £25,000 or whatever, you're going to be able to buy all those programs? No. So you're going to waste a huge proportion of your time on stuff that might not serve you. Yes, there might be some new free stuff, and if you really want to do that, go for it. If it's going to help you at that time, but don't forget things are always changing. So you might learn something. I mean, you need, for example, like with Facebook ads, you need to learn the basics of Facebook ads, but by the time you start learning it, you know, you might not need to use it there and then a year later things have changed because the algorithms have changed, people respond differently to Facebook ads, and you're going to have to learn it all over again. So sometimes it's better to say no in this moment, but it's something I might want to do in the future, but not now. You genuinely mean that, you know, and you can contact them, you know, and you just, it's not right timing for you. You know, you can't have something come into your life that's the right timing for you every single time, and you can't have everything, you know, come into your life that's made for you. You know, if I bought all the programs of 50 different people, one, I don't have the money to do that. And if I did, do you think I can actually do all the work for 50 programs and do any of my own stuff and be successful? Because no, because they're all sharing their own perspective and they're all doing different takes on it and doing different things. One person will tell you do one thing one way, another person will tell you do another thing another way. This person will say this works a treat for them. This person will say it doesn't work for a treat, what you do, and you need to use this instead. And by the time of it, you're just so confused. So it's better just to focus on a few people that you really trust and believe in, and you look at what they do. They're working similarly to you. They you know, or they you know, they're where you want to be. So say that your mind's not good, right? You're depressed or upset or in pain in some way, and you know, you're looking for solutions on how to solve that. You know, go to people who actually have had the depression, the pain, the upset, and they've come through that. Don't go to people who are just talking about it, that read an out of textbook, that clearly don't have a clue about what it's like to have depression or anxiety or problems like that. Go and find a person that's actually been through that, and watch how they've overcome it, and watch how they're different, you know, how they're different now to how they used to be. It's really important. Again, this is a live stream, so you have to excuse the noise in the background. So, you know, you really, really need to focus on your life and you need to learn to say no. No to friends who want your time but are not actually doing anything productive for you or helpful. Like, if you've got best friends that you can talk to about anything, they do that for you. Of course, you're gonna need to do backwards and forwards conversation. I've got close friends, and I get I get a friendship out of it. They're not there messaging me every single hour of the day. They're messaging me just as I would want them to. Some message more than others, and I'm happy to hear from everyone. The really close friends, they kind of get me. They're on my wavelengths. They don't intrude too much on my life. Do you know what I mean? They don't force themselves on me. They are genuine in my life because I want them to be there. And if there's anything I can't do right there and then, I would tell them no. But the majority of the time, they don't ask me to do stuff that's not that. They're just giving. They're givers, really. And I love those type of people. They give their time and attention. I give mine to theirs. But I have a lot of people that come on that obviously asking this question, that question. It's stuff they could look up themselves. Like, some people come to me for stuff that's like, it's like, well, why don't you Google it, or watch one of my videos on my channel. I've taken like hours and hours to put together all these different live streams and videos on one of my channels. So watch one of the videos that gives you the answer, and it's just time sucking. So learn to say no to business opportunities, learn to say no to all the shiny objects of like making money and gold and coins and stuff like that. Just pick out the ones that are relevant to you, the ones that are going to help you progress in your life, the ones that are actually going to be meaningful, to make meaning to your life rather than theirs. Because, you'll be taught as an entrepreneur especially, that if you are into entrepreneurship, that other people, that you're conditioned from a young age to be working the 9-to-5 grind, and you need to get out that, right? But the thing is, the people that are often telling you this are the ones that are reconditioning you to believe that their life and their way is the best way. So you're still being reconditioned. You've got rid of one reconditioning, you're putting another reconditioning in, which is to their benefit because they want you to buy their products, services and that. So you have to consciously be aware of this and say to yourself, what is actually right for me? What do I want at this point in my life? What's my goals, ambitions and dreams? Which programming do I want? Because you want to program yourself, and if you need to reprogram your brain, you want to do it in a way which is advantageous to you and that'll help you in your life and your business and your development. So you need to work out which am I prepared to put my brain in the hands of, and make sure you keep one hand on your own brain. So it's really important. So I hope this video has been useful, helpful, insightful for you in some way. Don't forget, just say no. Don't be afraid to say no ever. So thank you very much, but this opportunity is not for me right now. No, thank you. I have people on LinkedIn and they go, oh, blah, 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 blah. Look at the website. I'm like, no, thanks. I even had one I said no thanks to, and then they got their assistant to message me. I already said no thank you to this. That's it, basically. And they're like, oh, I could take off the list. It's like, exactly, if I've said no thanks, I've said no thanks. Respect that. So, give yourself respect and self-worth of saying no to people who are going to, like, diminish your productivity. Like, if I've got a whole, like, if I write all this stuff in my diary of stuff to do daily, if I've got all this list of stuff to do, and someone comes in and they're talking to me for, like, 2 hours, do you think I can get all this stuff done if they're talking to me for 2 hours? Of course I can't. Because, if I do that stuff and then talk to them for a couple of hours because I've got some free time and want to chat to them, that's a bit different. Or if I've scheduled to talk with them, that's fine. That's another thing. Maybe an opportunity is good, but it's not quite the right timing. And you can like say, maybe it's a meeting you want with someone. You can say, right, well, next week, can we schedule that in? Obviously, you've got to decide on priorities and situations. There's one person who's a friend, and she needed a deadline, which was the night before she was due to go in. She had this deadline and she wanted my time. And I had work to do, but I made time for her because I know it's a good business relationship. I know that we'll help each other out more in the future. And I was happy to do that because it's advantageous to both of us, you see. So I wanted to say yes and make time for her. So yeah, just use the word no as when something crops up in your life, business, world, that isn't going to be suitable for you. Learn to say no. Don't be afraid of saying no. Because if you keep saying yes to everything, you'll just be like everyone's computer that they're programming. And you'll forget your own brain. You'll forget your own input. It'll just be all these inputs like a typewriter typing in. Everyone will be writing your story for you. And you've got to remember to write your own story. Remember, I'm a writer, but whether you're a writer or not, you have to write your own story of your life. You're the writer in control of your life and your destiny. Now go and write your own novel of your life. And don't let anyone stop you from living your dreams. Until next time, embrace your quirky and each other. If you like this life hack, please give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to hit that great big bell icon to get notified every time I go live. Like now, I'll post a new video. Please share this video with anyone who may benefit from it. And I will see you on the next life hack video or live stream. Until next time, take care of you. And don't forget to live your dreams and live your purpose, your quirky way. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.